Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If not, do understand and get your day is going to get better once your perception gets better. So today's video is about you keeping yourself in poverty due to lack of knowledge. Okay. Growing up, you may have seen that you grew up a certain type of way. Okay. And you may have thought that, well, this is what it has to be, right? You have to stay there. Your life can't get any better. You can't advance it, okay? You have to live paycheck from paycheck. You know, you have to work 2 and 3 jobs in order for you to get ahead. By you not studying certain laws of this here universe, majority of the time you're breaking them and you don't even understand it. Okay, it's like autopilot, so to speak, right? It's the programming that's in the subconscious mind that allows you to do the same exact thing that you've seen your parents do, that seen their parents do, that seen their parents do. I started studying. I started changing my mindset. I started understanding that whatever it is that I desire in this here universe, in fact, I can have it. I am no different than an average Joe. Okay. None of those things that you have been programmed and conditioned to believe matters. What matters is that you start reprogramming your mindset. See, you being so entertained that the entertainment is entertaining you right out of your desires, right out of your children's desires. I do get it. I understand that it's much easier to be entertained than to study. But you have to ask yourself, by me being entertained, is this going to move the needle a little in my direction? Is it going to have me take the vacations that I desire to take instead of waiting, until my job gives me off to take the vacations? I could take perhaps 3 and 4 or 5 vacations per year. Okay? You have to ask yourself, is the entertainment that I'm being entertained by, is it allowing me to shop at the places I desire to shop at? Is it allowing me to grow? Is it allowing me to meet the people that I desire to meet or get into the relationships I desire to get into? Those are some of the questions you have to ask yourself. Because if not, you're going to just keep on doing the same exact thing. And so one of the things that I highly, highly encourage and recommend, the Prosperity Bible. Now, when I first heard about the Prosperity Bible, many of you guys know, I was watching Miss Iyanla Vanzant. That's how I got the book. I was watching her on a live video on Facebook. And she talked about the Prosperity Bible. In fact, she held it up. And I said, God damn, that book is big, okay? But one thing I know is success leaves clues. And from me investing in myself, okay, with Bob Proctor, who was a part of The Secret, who recommended that the people who was in his program to read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, I seen instantly that Napoleon Hill was a part of this book. So what it caused me to do is, I said, success leaves clues. Let me order the book. See, sometimes people feel like, well, I'm not going to invest in that thing. I'm not going to invest in that book. They'll hear about a book and they'll say, oh, well, that sounds good, but they won't take the next necessary action. The reason being is because scarcity lack mindset. See, if you believe you don't deserve better, you're not going to do better. If you believe that you're unworthy, actually, you still in someone else's belief. Okay, you still in someone else's belief. Somebody else believed that about themselves, and now you have this belief system going on within yourself that you're not worthy. And so if you don't believe these things about yourself, you won't do it. You won't buy the book. You won't take the walk. You won't go somewhere different. You won't get on a phone. You won't go on a date because You have talked yourself out of it before you even got started. I'm gonna close with this. This is one of the things that the Prosperity Bible talks about. Many people will scoff at the idea that there is an exact science of getting rich, holding the impression that the supply of wealth is limited. They will insist that social and governmental institutions must be changed before even any considerable number of people can acquire. But this is not true. It is true that existing governments keep the masses in poverty, but this is because the masses do not think and act in a certain way. If the masses begin to move forward as suggested in this book, neither governments or industrial systems can check them. All systems must be modified to accommodate the forward movement. If the people have the advance in mind, have the faith that they can become rich and move forward with the fixed purpose to become rich, nothing can possibly keep them in poverty. Individuals may enter upon this certain way at any time and under any government and make themselves rich. And when any considerable number of individuals do so under any government, they will cause the system to be so modified as to open the way for others. The more men who get rich on a competitive plane, the worse for others. The more who get rich on a creative plane, the better for others. So, lack of knowledge is keeping you in poverty. You can have, be, do whatever it is you desire. And a fascinating thing is you can start exactly where you are. See, you think that it's supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be a certain type of way. Some of you guys have goals and desires that you want to do, but you don't do it because of fear. Because you worry about what somebody else's perception of you may be. Is that person perception changing your life? Is that person perception paying your bills? Is that person perception allowing your life to become better than what it constantly is? If the answer is no, why the hell are you worried about their perception? See, their perception, it doesn't even matter. Don't you understand that the way someone else think of you, that's how they think of themselves? They have that going on within themselves. And the sooner you realize that and get to know thyself, because knowing thyself, that's the most important thing. See, when you get to know thyself, one of the great books that I highly recommend and I talk about, The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, who states in that book, know thyself. See, when you know yourself, and I always like to say, I know myself, but I'm getting to know myself. And I know for some, they may say, that's a contradiction. But the truth of the matter is I'm growing each and every day. And so I know who I was yesterday. I know who I was a few minutes ago. But I'm growing. I'm getting to know myself because each and every moment I'm growing. So understand that lack of knowledge is keeping you in poverty. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.